The conflict didn't start with a grudge. It started with the Great Depression. After WWI, the Australian government gave land to veterans to take up wheat farming. By 1932, a massive drought and falling wheat prices had the farmers on edge. Then came the 20,000-strong ex-service emus. These birds were migrating to the coast and found the newly cleared, irrigated farmland to be a paradise. They didn't just eat the wheat, they broke the fences, allowing rabbits, another Australian nemesis, to follow in their wake and finish the job. The combatants, the 7th Heavy Battery of the Royal Australian Artillery, led by Major G.P.W. Meredith, armed with 2 Lewis machine guns and 10,000 rounds of ammunition. The emus, 20,000 flightless birds with a top speed of nearly 30 mph, 50 km/h, and a surprisingly high damage threshold. The campaign, a comedy of errors, the ambush at Campion, November 2nd. The military spotted about 50 emus. Since the birds were out of range, the locals tried to herd them into an ambush. The emus responded by splitting into small groups and running in every direction. The soldiers managed to hit only a handful of birds. The dam failure, November 4th. Major Meredith established an ambush near a local dam where over 1,000 emus were spotted. This was the perfect setup. They waited until the birds were at point-blank range. The result? The Lewis gun jammed after only 12 birds were killed. The rest of the flock scattered before the gun could be cleared. The tank strategy. Desperate for a win, the soldiers mounted a machine gun onto a truck. This failed because the terrain was so bumpy the gunner couldn't aim, and the emus were faster than the truck in the rough scrub. The turning point, guerrilla. Birds, ornithologists, and soldiers alike were stunned by the emus' tactical intelligence. Major Meredith famously noted that each small flock seemed to have a leader, a large, black-plumed male that would stand 6 feet tall and keep watch while his fellows destroyed the wheat. At the first sign of a uniform, the leader would give a warning signal and the flock would vanish. If we had a military division with the bullet-carrying capacity of these birds, it would face any army in the world. They can face machine guns with the invulnerability of tanks. Major Meredith, The Aftermath and Legacy. By November 8th, only a few hundred emus had been confirmed killed, while 2,500 rounds of ammunition had been spent. The House of Representatives debated the war, with some members mockingly asking if medals would be struck for the soldiers. The Peace Treaty. The military withdrew, and the government eventually realized that bounties were more effective than bullets. Between 1934 and 1960, over 284,000 emus were culled by local farmers using the bounty system, a grim victory that the Lewis guns couldn't achieve.